Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. Thank you, Piers, for the introduction, for the kind words. This is my third Warwick graduation. The first one, as Piers mentioned, I graduated as a mathematician. My second one, I was fortunate enough to be asked back to represent the Students' Union the following year as part of the party you see on stage. That's perhaps a little more memorable. At that time, the graduation ceremonies took place at Coventry Cathedral, so we were processed through the streets of Coventry, through the old cathedral, into the new cathedral. And in that ceremony, Lenny Henry was awarded an honorary degree, and Lenny Henry did this speech. I apologize for the downgrade. Let me offer you my congratulations on completing your degrees. It is an amazing achievement. It's especially special in this Warwick 60th anniversary year. And when I was asked to come back, I got to recalling my own graduation ceremony and the things I did that day, as well as sitting there waiting for the name to be called, trying to remember not to trip over your own feet as you come up the stairs, keep the hat on the right way round, keep the shoulder things up, and all that kind of stuff. I do recall on the day spending some time going back around campus to places with memories, with reasons and things that stuck in my mind from my time at Warwick. And in particular, there were 3 different places that I went back to visit. The first one was the main lecture theatre at Gibbet Hill. I think it was EFT1, might be L1, but it was the main lecture theatre at Gibbet Hill. That was where the maths department was based, and for mathematicians of a certain age, that was home. That was a 9 o'clock slog up that hill every single day. That was the huge blackboards covered with formula being manipulated up and down, if you were lucky, by these electronic buttons, if you were unlucky, by lecturers, believe it or not, standing on things to pull them up and down. And in the lighter moments, it was paper planes from the back, just to keep the lecturers on their toes. I don't know if Dave Wood is here today. He and I shared that experience, and I'm delighted to see at least one of us is making solid use of their degree. I mean, my first memory of maths at Warwick, I like the way you said it's getting to be a time ago, but my first memory, I think it was Calculus 101, I could be wrong, but we spent the first week of our degrees at Warwick proving 1 is bigger than 0. Although I'm being a little dishonest there, what we did was we spent the first week of our degree proving that 1 is not smaller than 0, and 1 is not equal to 0. QED, 1 is bigger than 0. The second place I visited was in the Students' Union. And it was what was then the marketplace, and it was the bar, it was the balcony overlooking that. And I can remember spending many an evening there with a beer in hand, watching the throng below, whether it was with the latest bands or not so latest bands, big sporting events, or big charitable nights like Children in Need. I mean, my own hair is not really recovered from the head shaving from those days. And then finally, as you would expect, there was a sporting memory. And for me, it was what was known as pitch 10. As you walked out to Cannon Park, this was the furthest pitch from the old pavilion. I think Claycroft now sits on top of it. It was the home of the Warwick mighty 4th football team, winners of the Coventry District Cup twice, runners-up in the University Athletics Union, what's now Bucks, 4th team championships. And that led me to where I went on to in terms of the sports officer role, and then eventually now in international sport. When I was asked to come back, I tried to think, what did my Warwick education, what did my Warwick experience give me? What did I learn from it? What did I take away? After all, let's be honest, I'm not directly using my degree. A mathematician in international sports management, it's not a natural progression. So what did I learn from my Warwick time? Well, improving 1 is bigger than 0. You learn that sometimes knowing something isn't enough. You have to be able to prove it, especially these days with social media, with opinions and influencers there who will tell you that their opinion is fact. Being able to prove something is key. The ability to prove that obvious is vital, as is the ability to understand the fundamentals, the building blocks of any task. Strong foundations are key. Maths taught me that. Maths taught me be logical, be systematic, and if all else fails, use some Greek letters instead. I spent too much time in the union. I think a 2-2 reflects that. But the word diversity has been mentioned, and the union did give me lessons in diversity. And at a time when DEI is taking stick from all sorts of areas, I think we have to reflect what diversity does give you. It taught me tolerance. It taught me understanding. It also taught me you don't have to agree with everyone, and everyone doesn't have to agree with you. So we just have to accept sometimes people are wrong, and sometimes it could be you. Learn when it's time to move on. Learn to respect other people's views, and learn to respect your own views. But also learn to recognize when your opinions are drifting into becoming facts. It's unlikely you will be around such a diverse group of people ever again. Value that experience. Obviously, Pitch 10 and the Warwick sporting life probably has the most direct connection to what I'm doing now. I came to sports management through the sports officer role in the Students' Union. But the key lessons came from the pitch and the court and the sports field. I wasn't the greatest sportsman. I said it was the football 4th team, it was the cricket 2nd team. I did represent the university at handball and ultimate frisbee. But I also did win a British university's bronze medal in table tennis mixed doubles. Thank you. I will admit the fact that I was playing with the British ladies champion probably had more to do with it than my own talent. But it did teach me to surround myself with the best. Don't be afraid of having people with talent in your team. Don't be afraid of being the least talented person in the room. Recognize when to get other people in to help. Recognize when sometimes someone else is the best person to bring in to do it. The value of knowing what you don't know is key, of bringing these people into your team to make the team better. It's too easy to bluff, to blag, to try and get yourself through a situation and end up digging yourself an even bigger hole to get out of. If you want a superpower at work, knowing what you don't know is that. It's kind of ironic now that the two parts of my Warwick life coexist. You built the new maths department on the old playing fields. And but it does let me shoehorn in a phrase. Maths is not a spectator sport. And neither is what comes next, whether it's work, whether it's further education or life. Don't stand on the sidelines. You have a Warwick education. You have a Warwick experience. This is special. Go from here with confidence. You will make mistakes, but it's not the mistakes that define you, it's what you do next. And the Warwick education and the Warwick experience has set you up to come back from those, to build, to come through. You have the knowledge and the abilities to deal with any challenge that is thrown at you. That's what a Warwick education and a Warwick experience gives you. So let me end by saying good luck and all the best, and go from here today and enjoy your day, but maybe take some time to visit those special places on campus and see what memories they bring back and what lessons you took from them there. Thank you very much.